We are entering a new month, and this month is all gonna be about feminine energetics and, of course, how and why this is all connected to our receiving and financial money flow. Welcome to the podcast Manifesting Big Money Fast. My name is Jeanine Hurd. I am so excited that you found this podcast or that you're tuning in to another episode. This podcast is all about manifestation, big money, energetics, spirituality, how it's all connected, and most importantly, how you can increase your bank account right now. So let's dive in today's episode. Welcome back, beautiful souls. We are officially diving into the month of June, and I couldn't be more excited. And you guys choose the topic for this month. If you're part of the VIP podcast, you have always a possibility to ask me questions. We have a Q&A thread in the community. And obviously, I'm going to answer the posts, but also kind of see like, hey, is there a common theme? And there were a lot of questions about feminine energetics, feminine leadership, sexuality, how to heal a sisterhood wound, motherhood wound, heal around sexual trauma. And for a very, very long time, I wouldn't talk about it. Although this work, healing exactly those areas in my life, has dramatically impacted also my financial situation. And in this opening episode, I decided to talk to you about why this topic matters so much to me and why I've decided, obviously, to dedicate it a full month. There's also going to be two really cool programs this month. One is going to be a masterclass about how to manifest your life partner. And the other one is, it's a program, it goes much longer, and it's called She Loves. Return to your feminine essence. So if you feel like, hey, these programs are meant to be for you, or you are meant to be in the programs, simply check out the store. The best part always for any offers is to be part of the community or to be part of the newsletter I share. Most of, especially actually the early bird offers there, and not here on the podcast, because I batch the podcast I recorded in advance. And when I launch an offer, it's very spontaneous, super intuitive in the moment. So I'm giving you a heads up. You will most likely not receive the best offers, deals, prices here in the podcast. So, but let's come back to the episode. I deeply remember when I was a child, there were always times, my memories kind of go back to around being like 10, 11, 12 years old. If anything could have been possible back then, I deeply desired to be a guy. I almost didn't have any girlfriends. I didn't like girls. I thought they were annoying. Didn't have anything in common. I never liked to play with Barbie dolls. I always loved to be in nature, do a lot of sports. And I just got along with boys and later men much better and easier than women. And I think many of you can relate to that. So if back then, actually, this whole LGBTQ thing we have going on right now, that children, literally children, as early as, 8, 9, 10, 14 years old, can choose their freaking gender and they don't need any signatures from their parents. To me, something is like sick. This is really where what I'm seeing right now and what's done to children, it crosses a personal boundary where I feel like I have to speak up. This is just sick. This is nuts. This is as unnatural as it can be. And I personally have zero tolerance for that. And obviously, this is based on my own story. Because if I go back, we can talk about how come, why didn't I like girls? Playing with them, hanging out with them, dressing like a girl. Because I got hurt by girls by other sisters so early in my life. And this trauma, this sisterhood wound, continued for a very long time, I would say, almost till I'm 32 years old. I'm 36 now. I did not trust girls, women, no matter how old I was, simply because they hurt me back in the day very early. And I thought, as a safety mechanism, if I just could be a boy and hang out with the boys, I wouldn't ever receive this pain again. And back then, if I could have, I would have chosen to become a boy. I'm 100% sure. But only because I've received such an early sisterhood wound. And I know I am not the only one. And what happens as women, first of all, we have to understand and see this like it's a woman hurting another woman. It's a sister hurting another sister. You know, it's like, it's so interesting. Like in English, we have this saying kind of, not saying, but like bros before hoes, meaning men would always choose another man over a woman. It's like, let's not hurt another brother, would rather hurt a woman than a brother. But for women, it's the opposite. Oh, if I can hurt a sister because I can trust her, that's cool. It's like, oh, a brother would choose to hurt a sister than another man. And to me, we deeply have to understand this, where this is coming from. And of course, to create an awareness that, yes, there were times in my life where I had a sisterhood wound, or maybe you still do. How can we heal this? How can we create trust again in another woman, in having a girlfriend? And for me, always in life, the solution never can be if I've experienced fear, if I've experienced pain, the solution cannot be let me run away. But for me, this whole LGBTQ thing, oh, today I'm a man, tomorrow I'm a woman, and children can change their gender and take all this crazy wild medicine, is like, okay, hey, I've been hurt and I'm running away from my pain. I'm running away from this, and this can never work out. The universe doesn't work like this. It will always come back, double, triple the pain till we face it. So this work, returning to feminine energetics, returning to your feminine essence. I'm having goosebumps, like my body is shaking while I'm recording this podcast episode, because I think it is one of the most powerful work we can do for us, for all our sisters, for the daughters, for the next female generations that are being born on this planet. So we will talk deeply about this. We are also going to obviously talk about feminine body parts, like, and the wisdom and the knowledge we have access to. A woman, compared to a man, has 2 energetic centers in her body. Most people don't even know that they have one freaking energetic center in their body and how to tap on. But we have 2, and we don't even know, most of us don't even know how to use the energy from those centers and why it's so special. So much in this month about feminine energetics is really going to be about going back to the roots, understanding many things, why they are so important, how healing they can be, returning to deeper knowledge, deeper wisdom. And I hope you are joining for this journey. I already can tell you and give you a heads up, as you kind of maybe can feel, this is a very sensitive topic. So we are talking a lot about this in the VIP episodes. You can join at any point in time. It's really worth it, just alone for those episodes. The heart opener sessions, the money activations this month are all going to be centered around this. And like I said, there's going to be 2 new programs, which of course are part of the Manifesting Big Money, the university. And that is how to manifest your life partner. I feel like I've done amazingly. If you would have told me a couple years ago I'm going to be in a relationship, I would have thought, nah, don't need it. Fine without a man. Don't need one. If you would have told me, oh, you're even going to get married, I'm like, hell no, for sure not. Not giving up my freedom. So I've done a lot of work. I have so much to teach, so much to give when it comes to this topic alone. And we're going to bring everything back to you. You're returning to your true feminine essence in She Loves. And if you already know you desire to be in all of the things, you want to do this work, you want to have those conversations for a full year, Manifesting Big Money Faster University gives you access to all coaching programs for 12 months. That does not include my mentoring programs. So no masterminds, no one-on-one coachings, no mentoring offers. But all the coaching programs which are coming, it's an insane value. I love the work we do in there. I love that we can work together long-term. So that means I really get to know you. I know where you are. The conversations we have are deeper than you just doing a program with me, just a masterclass. And I can't wait to see you this month, to have you join the conversations around this. I can tell you this is going to be a super transformative and healing month for you. You've got this. You're so powerful. I love you. I talk to you soon. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast Manifesting Big Money Fast. I've got 3 very important announcements for you. First, if you like what you're listening, make sure you leave some gratitude, leave a review, share the podcast. Second, if you love what you're listening to and you want more of that, there is a VIP version available. That means you will have access to 3 podcast episodes every single week. Simply check out the store, courses.richandhappiness.com, or the link in the show notes. And lastly, there are always monthly money activations happening around the new moon and full moon. If that is something you're interested, check out the store for the next money activation. I love you and I can't wait to see your beautiful face soon again.